Hello and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. These readings are collective readings, so they're not sign-specific readings. So if the title resonates, then the reading may resonate with you. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, Mystical Phoenix Tarot. The link is in the description. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for the collective. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Says being lazy, negative, materialistic, dishonest. On the bottom is the Lovers in reverse. Breakups, lust, negative patterns. All right. Let's get the graffiti. We're going to get 3 of these messages for the collective. I have toilet plunger, unclogging unnecessary crap, working through crap to get things fixed, need to get messy. Social butterfly, thriving in social circles, enjoys interacting with others, popular, charming, ease in social settings. And mirrored souls, connecting with someone who reflects your true self, seeing you in someone else. On the bottom is playing the field, non-committal, keeping options open, desire for fun and variety, freedom, exploring choices. So these two, the social butterfly mirrored souls looks good, but this is unclogging unnecessary crap. To me, this feels like someone feels close with someone else, but this is making me feel like that's not necessarily true. It feels like a friendship to me, but we'll see. All right, let's get the love situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for the collective. Have options, difficult decision, exploring possibilities, fear of choosing wrong. There's that mirroring again. Mirroring each other, something needs healing, seeing yourself in them. And hypnotized, captured by love, hard to resist, seduced, undivided attention. On the bottom is not budging, refusing to change, stubborn, inflexible, both standing your ground. So there's a likeness here. I feel like this could also be like projecting, well, almost like twin flames. This could be a love situation. This could be a twin flame situation where it's not coming together. Because I feel like there is a closeness here, but I'm also picking up like negativity from it, negative patterns, like that lovers in reverse. This could be someone projecting what needs to be healed in someone else, and that's causing problems in the relationship. So let's get started with the tarot. So we're going to start with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for the collective. Five of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. And Knight of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There could be some kind of competition or jealousy here. High Priestess in reverse. Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. The Moon. Knight of Cups showing up again. Eight of Cups. This could be a situation where this is a friendship, but someone has found new love. There could be jealousy here because a friend has started dating someone. It's like that attention's being taken away from the friend. It looks like someone's wanting that new love situation to end or wanting someone to walk away from that new love situation. This is like hidden jealousy or hidden competition. So it could be that, or it could also be someone is jealous or in competition with someone else because one has found love and the other hasn't. This seems like a friendship situation. The Moon, Knight of Cups. I need to take this Page of Cups. The Moon, Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. This could even be a situation, you'll just have to take any of these scenarios how they resonate. This could be a situation where a friend is secretly in love with the other. The Emperor in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, someone here wants someone's relationship, which I feel is a new relationship. They want it to fail. It's due to some sort of competition or jealousy that the other has. It's hidden. The one who's in the new relationship isn't seeing this. Tell me about the overall energy. Crossroads. So making a choice or a decision, choosing a path. Mediator. And Lily. Peace. So the person who's secretly jealous or in competition may be saying, this person isn't good for you. They're trying to mediate the situation somehow. But this is saying that the person who has this secret competition or jealousy would be at peace knowing that the relationship is going to end. So I don't think it matters to this person whether they just don't like the other person regardless of the type of person they are in regards to the new relationship. They don't want their friend to be in this relationship. So let's see the situation. Tell me about the situation for the collective. The Sun in reverse. Leo energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Three of Pentacles. Three's a crowd. See, it's showing a lack of clarity. Someone's not communicating something. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This person is definitely bothered by the fact that their friend is spending more time with this new love situation. They're definitely not happy about that. But they're not saying any of this to their friend. They're keeping all this hidden. The Sun in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles. King of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. They don't want this new relationship to succeed. Page of Wands in reverse. There could be a lack of or less communication here. There's definitely jealousy, without a doubt. King of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. It's like this friend wants the person in the new relationship all to themselves. Six of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles. Yeah. See, they're withholding. It's really saying the same thing over and over again. There's a lack of clarity that someone doesn't want this new relationship to move forward. Someone is not saying that they're withholding, that they're not saying that they want the relationship to fail. Yeah, they're hoping for a message of bad news so they'll no longer be trapped in their thoughts. It sounds obsessive. I don't think this person is like obsessed with the other. It's more like they feel possessive, like that is my person. So this could be a situation where these are two friends and they're karmic soulmates, because this feels very, the dynamics between these two feel very twin flamish. And I guess it could go either way, whether this is, whatever gender you are, whether this is between two girls, two guys, a guy and a girl and a guy, however it goes. Um, but the one who is jealous feels a very strong connection with the other. And if it's not a strong connection, then they're secretly in love with the other. Tell me about the situation for the collective. Murky thoughts. Yeah. The murky thoughts is this person wants this relationship to not work. Good gent. And the stars, illumination. See, this person wants a message of to hear a message of bad news from the other person that the relationship isn't working out. So they're no longer trapped in their thoughts. So tell me about the outcome for the collective. Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Three of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Cups. This looks like to me the one who's jealous only has one thought on their mind, and that's, I want this relationship to end. I don't want it to work out so this person can be back where they belong with me. Because this looks to me like things are back as they should be, where this person's options are open, healing the situation. Queen of Wands in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, Seven of Cups. I'm not saying this is how things should be. I'm saying this is how this person feels. They want whoever they're jealous of or in competition with, whatever it is, they want that the new relationship they're in, to fail so they can be back to how things were when together in this friendship. Ten of Wands in reverse, the Tower, and Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's talking about healing, coming out of separation. Yeah. Not taking action will end burdens. Not taking action towards the new relationship will end the person who's feeling this way. It'll end their burdens. And they also know that if this relationship fails, that the other will come crying to them. This feels to me like someone who's secretly in love with this person. But it can also be like it feels almost like an unhealthy attachment. if it's not someone who's in love with the other. Ten of Wands in reverse, the Tower, Four Swords in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're hoping that the relationship fails so it ends their burdens. It would end their burdens for the other to not get wish fulfillment. Strength in reverse. I think this person wants to tell the other how they feel. They really just, I swear, if this isn't someone who's secretly in love with the other, it feels like a strange connection, like it's way beyond just a closeness that this person has. They want things to go back to how they were before this new relationship started. To me, this looks like this person, they may want to say how they feel, but they don't have the courage to do it. I feel like it's more unhealthy that this person isn't, they're keeping these feelings hidden, because I think the other person needs to know this about this, for better or for worse. Tell me about the outcome for the collective. Parlor, that's like the living room, the home. Good outcome. And Clover, luck and serendipity. There's a lot of hope here showing up in this outcome. Someone is hoping that things will go their way. This is about this person wanting to express themselves in regards to their feelings. It's saying there'll be a good outcome. I think whoever this is needs to express how they feel regardless of the other situation. Because I think it's only fair that the other person knows about this other person's feelings, whether they feel the same way or if they're uncomfortable because this person feels this close, because this is someone who's presenting themselves as a friend. But these feelings that this friend has is way more than just friendly. It would be like the feeling is deeper, as in, like, once again, like someone who's secretly in love, or like a closeness, like a brother or a sister. I don't mean that in a gross way. I'm talking about the closeness of the way this person feels. If it's the other, if it's a closeness like a brother or sister, um, it's an unhealthy attachment. If it's the other, if they're just secretly in love, then they're just secretly in love. They just have these feelings of wanting to be with this person. Um, but this person is willing to try to sabotage any new relationships that this person gets in just to have them to themselves. And that's not very fair to the person who's in these new relationships if they don't feel the same way. So tell me about the advice for the collective. The Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy, the Eight of Wands, yeah, the Tower. I think the advice is saying that this needs to be revealed. It's like the Devil in reverse to me is like unburdening yourself, but it's saying there needs to be communication here. I think the person who's needs to reveal these feelings, knows this is going to come as a shock. Because whatever is going on here is without a doubt hidden. And I think the reason they're not saying anything is because they're afraid of how the other person is going to respond. They're afraid they're not going to respond in a way that they would want them to. But the advice here is saying, yeah, this needs to be communicated regardless. It's like unburden yourself. The devil in reverse, 8 of Wands, the Tower. Now, and this could be, for whoever's watching, this could be you that's dealing with this, having these strong feelings, or you could be the friend who has a friend who has strong feelings. So take it how it resonates. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess. Yeah. It's saying exactly what I was saying, that someone wants to take the action, but they're not, because they don't feel like they feel like it's going to come as a shock to the other. And I feel like they don't want to risk losing this person as a friend. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess. But the one who is in this new love relationship needs to be able to make their own choices without the person in the background, the friend, trying to sabotage it. They need to have the choice of whether that happens or not, because otherwise this is toxic. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands. Honestly, don't know if I don't think this person knows which direction this would go in. That's why they haven't took action. They don't know if it would start a new beginning or if the foundation would crumble. And I think that is the thing about this whole situation, is they don't want to risk it. They don't want to risk the relationship. They don't want to risk it crumbling. Tell me about the advice. The Ring, that is commitment. An imbalance or an unequal, a lack of equal give and take. See, they're afraid that if they offer this up, that it's not going to be received well. Great fortune. Or, yeah, great fortune and change. Yeah. They're worried about things changing. Tell me about great fortune. The way it's indicating is like if this person does communicate, I don't know if it's going to, yeah, the garden, that's a social gathering or something being out in the open. It's indicating like there's going to be a good outcome. Now, it may not be the outcome that the one who has these secret feelings was hoping for, but I don't think it's going to be the end all be all. I think it's going to be received well. Now, what this person is going to choose to do may be a different story, but I don't think the relationship is just going to end because of whatever this person is revealing. So, because it's giving two indications that in communicating this, there's a good outcome, great fortune, like things are going to be okay if this is revealed. But I feel like it does need to be revealed. It's only fair that the other person knows what's going on here, because the person who feels jealousy or competition can't just be sabotaging this person's relationships every time someone new comes along. So let's get the closing messages. Says prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. I think the one who has these secret feelings needs to work on some sort of healing that they have. On the bottom, it says in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you're giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. All right. Get the animal allies messages for the collective. You have octopus. On the bottom is sloth. Let's see what octopus says. It says intelligence, camouflage, mystery and wonder, flexibility, adaptability, and fluid movement. Symmetry and balance. The left and right sides of an octopus are perfect mirror images of one another. There's that mirroring again. There's that mirroring again. Octopus is a sacred ancient messenger who will reveal profound lessons to willing students and seekers. Let her guide you into your deepest watery depths and into the mysterious magic of this precious moment. Let's see what sloth says. It says new perspectives, seeing from different viewpoints, looking at a situation backward, forward, upside down, and from all around. Sloth energy is not about laziness, it is about conserving energy and the importance of spending time alone. Personal space, accepting yourself as you are and enjoying your own company, being in the moment. All right, everyone. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.